Hello, greetings. Well, on a Friday night, blessings. Nice hot Friday night. Hello, greetings, everyone. Hello, David. Hello, DeVille. How do you pronounce that anyway? Okay, greetings. Yeah, this one might be a little bit short. I'm kind of burned out today, so we'll see it. Yeah, it seems to be a norm, isn't it? Um, okay, Google. What are you doing on the 4th of July?
Independence Day is this week, so grab a blanket and get ready for some fireworks.
All right, greetings. All right, yeah, this is we're gonna do a couple of channelings tonight, and then call it a day. I'll be back here tomorrow, of course. I'll be editing some of the theme park stuff. I don't know if I'll get any of it up. That's not like it's a big call for any of that, but you never know. So yeah, expect. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna kind of. I've been doing a lot of the Cabal stuff. I'm kind of take a break from all that. Kind of just take a break from that. Just pretty much open up to what's going on. Does seem like. Let's see here. What we got. Yeah, basically just be careful of the roads for sure. Many are not paying attention, and it seems to be an epidemic out there right now. So, at least for the United States. Yeah, Anunnaki control, I guess, when you're driving. I got a message also about. I'm not sure about McDonald's. I just got right before I started fired up. About if you see a McDonald's on a planet, you know the Anunnaki are there. Jeez. Imagine it's Archon, but I guess Anunnaki has something to do with that. I don't usually connect to McDonald's usually, but I saw an image of Ronald McDonald and I got like Anunnaki somewhere there. So anyway, yeah, it's keep food cheap, I guess, to a certain degree, but also kind of intoxicate your body. But whatever. It's not the best of both worlds, but at least you're getting fed. So however you want to look at that. All right. Yeah, in the title we have Voltran. I don't know if I spelled that right, but it doesn't matter. From Sirius. That was a channel request. We'll see how that goes. That's a new one for me. It is. We'll see how it goes. Also, mostly do angelic energies or whoever it is that has a message for humanity to bring us out of darkness into the light. As many are enjoy their darkness, as you can see. The media enjoys their darkness. That's where they make their money, from darkness, as you can tell. So it does seem like we're going to be pulled out of the rabbit hole, but some are going to come kicking and screaming. So I am working on a project. I don't think I need a GoFundMe, as far as I know, but that is on the plate. But I think I can make. Anyway, I'm working on a project. I will make it public when the time is right. It has to do with the Ascension. It has to do with our alien friends that are. Some are laughing it off like it's all fake until they get a visitation, and either way, it's all part of the game, basically. Yeah, that's Earth. Some of us are wondering, like myself, why we chose this world in the first place. A lot of us are like scratching our heads. It's like, well, that's why we chose it to, to come here and be ridiculed, basically. There's a lot more than that, but at least from my travels, I mean, I come here every once in a while, like reincarnating. Not all the time. Some are here all the time, which is fine. But mine seem to be coming certain times, and such as this time, and this one's to undo the veil. And doing that, you get ridiculed or whatever it is. So that's okay. So, all right, we're going to connect and see what we got. So, blessings and out here. Greetings. I am Voltran, a king, but not in the sense that you have it on your planet. One of great knowledge will be brought to you at the right times. Many have taken great knowledge and used it for the negative on your planet, as we have seen on your world many, many times of your past. Your world, yes, is twisted into a direction that is not of the positive, but of a place of mystery at this time. You have allowed yourself to go into the unknown, which is quite a sacrifice or a voyage, for that matter, to see yourselves in a different light than what you normally see yourself. Meaning an earth incarnation is normally something so unique the soul has never experienced before. First time dabbling in. The soul is never the same again after an earth incarnation. So many do continue the earth incarnations to be transformed. And even your alien friends, you're never even the same connecting back with them once you reconnect to them. You feel very unique. But not in a snobbish way, but just you feel as if you have been a few hammers have been dropped on you several times, but that was for the best. That was for the betterment of you. For right now, humanity is in a lost consciousness. But we've seen worlds similar to this one, but it's been this lost and difficult to see their way out. But the voyage to see themselves reawaken is the most fascinating. Our Sirian worlds are, yes, drastically different, but all in some ways the same. But yours has a great uniqueness of its travels. Yes, I know I'm here to speak of my world, but I'd much rather speak about yours, actually. Yes, Sirian worlds are quite fascinating. Yes, you can say we have it all figured out. But your world thinks it does, but is far from figuring anything out. Your science is actually more mixed up than you would imagine. It thinks it knows the truth, but really does not. It thinks it does. It gives itself awards and grants and things of that sort, but it truly does not understand itself. If your scientists would connect to nature in a spiritual way, you would learn much more. You will feel these beings talking back. Yes, you have that to a certain degree, but human feels so above nature. Some scientists are very spiritual, but not enough. Where you feel like you're better than nature. And that is far from the truth. You are nature. And that is where your planet has fully disconnected, which many beings have difficulties connecting to this world because how disconnected you are from nature. How humans are devouring cow meat and chicken meat and things of that sort, which is fine for fueling the body, but not realizing how connected you truly are to these animals, and not realizing how where you're going with this is right for the moment, but there are other solutions to feed oneself. There are other solutions to keep one healthy also. There are other solutions to resurrect your earth. But many here have difficulty seeing that because of, yes, they've been hoaxed over time by the low vibrations. The cobalt vibrations are very strong, yes, but not that strong. They're strong, but not that strong. You can overcome this nightmare scenario, as some of you call it, because it is, because of the slaughter that's going on. It's quite understandable to see the slaughter here is not bringing much happiness to many people. Yes, might fill your tummies, but it's not bringing happiness because of the low vibrations. Even that what is being devoured or eaten also is this lowering your vibration to a certain degree. It depends on, yes, it is like a swampland here, yes. But in this swampland, you learn so much. You're taking your soul into a depth of darkness where many choose not to even go near. So that's quite fascinating. Some feel like they're positive, but actually they are very negative, which is fascinating also. It's like, oh, I'm so positive, but yet I say all these negative things about people and things of that sort, which is quite fascinating for us to see. So there is a vibration here that is holding over this planet, but can easily be seen through. It's like, why I say I'm positive, I'm always connecting to negative things. Why is that? I'm not looking at it like that. If you look at it that way, you can clear your soul and see. It's like, out of my experience, it is. It's like you need to pretty much step out of yourself and listen to yourself. Many are not listening to themselves. And if they do, they're only hearing what they want to hear, which is quite fascinating to us. This voyage, there's no right or wrong. It's like, is this truly where you want your life to go? Because an experience is an experience. So we are not here to judge at all, here to heal. But it is for you to see how far you want to go with this human experience in the third density environment. There are fourth density environments that are quite easily connected with the soul, with your spirit guides, with your heaven, and all this negativity that is around you. Just see the bright side to everything, but also the bright side to yourself. Right now, you're going through a storm, but there is light at the end of the storm also that many are having very difficulty seeing right now because the darkness is so consuming them at this time. It's quite fascinating, for sure. But also realize us alien beings know very well how the human element operates, meaning we know how to help you awaken. Everybody's different. Everybody has their own way. They have to find it within themselves. It's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Have I got this whole life all wrong, upside down? And it's like, no. But then maybe I have been looking at everything wrong this whole time. But many are here for certain reasons, obviously, for a certain soul expansion that is very unique than any alien experience can ever bring you. Meaning you're coming into a world like this, being transformed unlike any other experience any other world can bring you. There are heavier worlds, yes. There are worlds that are, yes, much more intense. But this is one that is, yes, one of the most challenging, but yes, also diverse as for alien DNA within your systems. There are many having difficulty even acknowledging that because it's not in your pop culture. It is not on your radio telling you about this. Oh, but those days are coming, my friends. Right now it's seen as fake or unreal, but realize your souls are getting yourself ready for more to come as your alien vibrations will increase into this earth environment in the next 10 to 20 years in a way where he's like, hello friends, instead of hello, where's my gun? Because many right now are of, Yes, they laugh it all off. They are connecting to aliens, but yeah, if they saw one, hysteria will happen and fear and all kinds of ugliness. We know how humans interact. So yes, we are being mocked at this time for disconnections, which is fine. But the human intellect still has time to realize itself. Has the soul truly have you gotten to know your soul? Many have not. They have acknowledged your soul, realize it is you. It is you without any problems. But yet your human self has all these problems. But when you connect to your soul, yes, there are problems, but there are solutions. When you're a human, finding solutions is not easy. And many are asking for more negativity. That does happen also. It's like, my life is not negative enough. I need more. Please give me more. Because I'm learning so much from it. So many are piling it on top of themselves. I believe some of you are realizing this. So it all depends on how you look at it. Many have very difficulty seeing it that way. We are blossoming. You are all a flower here, blossoming in your own way. Such a uniqueness, and you take that uniqueness to your other realities, your other incarnations. Right now, this earth is under a condition of the unknown, not to see itself. It is the windows are fogging. It open, it clears the window, but then it gets foggy again. Humanity has such a problem of seeing things clearly, at least right now, at least on this world, for right now. But they have to be convinced that aliens and beings are here, which is still quite fascinating to us. And trust me, we have our ways of bringing ourselves into your environment, where we are actually welcomed without any fear. And we are working on that at this time, but humans are still hesitant for right now. But realize your great grandchildren will be looking at this time. It's like, how did we ever not see this? Just to let you know. Just because you do not see it does not mean others will not. Your next generations will be far different than the one that is here now. It always goes that way. And then you look at the previous generation. How did they not know that? Well, you're in that time right now. And if you want to open, that's fine. If not, that is still fascinating to us to see. Especially you have telephones to talk to each other, what we find very fascinating. Well, you have telepathy, where it's much easier. But many don't want you in their minds. It's like, I don't want you talking to my mind. I have so many things in it I don't want you to see yet. So that's why some of the telepathy is not working as you'd like to. Because many don't want you in their minds. Like, I have all these personal things, and oh, I can't believe it. So that's another reason why telepathy is not as strong here as it could be. So a lot of this negativity has to be released, calmed down for your telepathy to increase. But as for your alien friends, they will be making their appearances when the time is right. They will, yes, through the third eye, they'll also increase more in their own way. Humans, for the most part, if you're very negative, that you will not see a visitation. Well, that's not always the case either. It all depends on the situation. You'd be surprised. If you're going to bring out a lot of fear in you, most likely not. If you bring intrigue, most likely they will appear. So they usually, when you're not looking for, is when it will happen. But get ready. Yes, your Earth's going to transform to 10 to 20 years from now. It's going to go through a new hybridization, you can say, of open eyes, open ears, more than ever before. Right now, you're in the early stages of this phase. But yes, even the Sirians have brought some of their seriousness to your environment. If you see someone that's very serious, most likely they're a Sirian. That's not a joke either. That's other way. That's a whole nother ball game there. Not to say we're not humorous, but we do have a different way of looking at things, and sometimes it's not the easiest to see it through our eyes. We do make life very complicated also. And that's in your environment also. You have a little bit of everything. here, but you do have our conscious energy here, where we can be a pain in the ass. So many here are Sirians. Sirians on your planet will most likely be the hardest ones to awaken. Not always the case, but many are usually losing their mind, their intellect, and it's like, no, 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 science, no. And many are actually scientists where their science makes no sense. But of course, in your planet, science makes no sense. So if it makes no sense, it makes sense on your planet. But others, aliens, like, how did you guys even allow that to even... That's fine. If you must be in that direction, backward is your way, then continue that way. Big Bang Theory? None likely, no. But if you want to believe in a Big Bang Theory, please go ahead and think that way. And trust me, many who believe in that would be actually terrified to see an actual physical alien being, depending on what part of your government system they are on. Those within your black projects are very much within our... They know who we are, but not many of them always see us. Not usually. You'd be surprised how many of your secret space program who do not see aliens. You'd be surprised. The numbers are actually quite small, as you might think. Just to put that out there. So us to you, carry on. Be as you will. Believe it or not, or whatever it is. But still, your Earth is still going into a transition of of more knowledge of your alien friends than you've ever imagined. You're just warming things up for you right now. Yes, little bits here and there, trinkets of information for an avalanche of knowledge. But kind knowledge, downloaded knowledge, downloaded vibrations. That is where the work is done. Blessings. Good day. You'll be back. Yeah, I feel the Sasquatch around. Interesting. I guess they are... Well, they visit Sirius. Well, obviously they're in Sirius. Yeah, I feel the Sasquatch. Right. Okay. For those of you who are new to all this, blessings. I try to do a video every day of, well, an update video every day except for the webinar days. So, so for this, we're just going to be able to leave the channel open for whoever comes through. For those that are new to all this, want to know more, let's see here. This is ivanteller.com. It's ivanteller.com. You can go to we have private sessions or visit the shop. This is the calendar to show what my availability is. I also have gift cards. And I also have different session options, and we have Google Hangouts, Skype, Zoom, and channeling on the phone. Also have an about page, know more about me, and so you also have a webinar you can join, a monthly, weekly webinar twice a week, and you can join that here. Went back to the old system because the other one's not working out so well. So so that's the old system, and you can submit a question here. It's $5 for usually 5 minutes, depending on what's coming through. I also have alternative payment for $5. It's all good there. And also we have Spirit Social. We have other services here. Submit a question, healing, past life regression, message from Yeshua, channeling, consulting, 5-minute healing. And also from other vendors, you have one question from a day, chakra balancing from a day, soul painting from Stephanie, and also angelic Reiki from Miguel. So this is what keeps things going. Also, it helps you explore your spiritual self. Many are coming from the third density environment. I stumble on this channel, call it weird or whatever, kind of whatever they're going to call it. And that's fine, but also the soul is not many realize they have a soul or a spirit guide or spirit guides or past lives. I don't believe in any of that stuff because you haven't been taught in your media. And it's funny, a lot of these movies talk about magic and all of that, which is kind of funny. It's like they're telling the human that, oh, you're human, you have no power, you're just a human that consumes stuff. And in the movies, it's like that's where all the magic is, but it's actually telling, it's programming you. But actually, we're the ones in the magic, and you just have to find it and connect with it. But many are having difficulties with that. That's what happens to a more human collective. That's what the more number of people awaken, the more we all get stronger. The more you go into a fourth density environment. Of course, you can go into fourth density environment on your own. Of course, some people have problem understanding all of this, which is quite understandable. It's land of the insane. But I'd rather be here than be normal, eating at McDonald's and just feel like this is life. That's it. Just play video games and be lost. I'd rather know what's going on and know what the future holds. What the future holds is whatever you want it to. Of course, that's not always easy to connect with, but just, because everybody has a different, timeline, of course, so we all have our own challenges. So, yeah, it's not always going to be easy for you to focus on that, especially manifesting what you want. Also, it's well, we're getting there. Let's put it that way. Basically, manifesting is you just be persistent on what you want. But you can also take breaks from it, because if it doesn't happen now, doesn't mean it won't happen. But just don't give up hope, basically. But even if you do give up hope, imagine part of you is still wanting to want what you want, So anyway, I can go into details on that on my life. I'm not going to, because not right now, but in a future time. And it's been a doozy in the past, that's for sure. I never saw this coming, that's for sure. But glad it's here. I always knew something else was going on, but didn't quite understand it. Now I get more understanding of it. What I am seeing here basically is that we're just here to like light bulbs. We're all just turning ourselves on, basically, little by little, and we're becoming more aware of our outside friends, or our friends that are here in another dimension. And it's easy to laugh at it all because people don't see it, because we've been programmed for such a long time. So anyway, all right, our next connection will be, let's see who we got here. Usually the angels like coming through because it's Greetings, I am Michael. Yes, relationships here are so fragile on your world. They're like fine china, easy to be broken, but so lovely to look at. But many are in relationships at this time that feel like they are broken china because they don't feel like they're connecting with each other anymore. But these are relationships that need to be either resolved in healings. As for you, were friends and now you are lovers, but then you forgot how to be friends, is to reestablish that friendship. Or, as many do not do, break up, which is very difficult for many to do. They hold on to each other forever, even when the spark has been gone a long time ago. There are certain situations where that you are doing well with each other. There are other situations where you're all looking the other direction. It's like, maybe I'll be happier with that person, or maybe that person over there. So it's a long struggle and it goes on and on. We see it all. And for the soul to, yes, the rules on your planet is that breaking up is hard to do. It should not be hard to do at all. It's just your culture makes life so difficult to just find each other. But then breaking up with each other is just as difficult. It's like, on other realities, it's very simple. You say, hello, how are you? Everybody's open to each other. Secrets are open. Everybody's open. Everyone's flashing each other, basically, which is good. But here, everyone is a secret, as a secret that's one over the other is skeletons all around, making life so difficult to connect and find happiness, to find love for oneself, because self-love is not entertain. It is not on your billboards. It is not advertised on your television. Your television is actually helping you become more lost. Just in case you're wondering about that. Many are very lost, more than they have ever been. That's another reason why many have difficulties coming into this world. Because yes, I don't have a soul, I don't have this, I don't have that, but also one other thing, I don't even have myself when I incarnate on your planet. I want to know who I am. And that right there terrifies souls before they come into this world. They have no clue of who they are. They are just going by the programming here of whatever your media is giving you, or your parents, or mostly parents aren't always helping with it. Usually when a soul is born into a world, they know exactly who they are and they remember everything. But in your world, a lot of that is escapes. Sometimes it stays, but it is not. Understand, even also when you are who you are, especially with sexuality preferences, your society rejects it. So you got to go be somebody else now, and your life becomes a living hell, doesn't it? It's like, when you come to this world, I want to be everything that I am. If you want to be gay, straight, whatever it is, or have a love for other races, or see angels or aliens, but in your reality, when you enter into this world, oh, that's a big no-no, isn't it? It's like, wow, I'm so glad I came into a world where I'm rejected. I am rejected for who I am. So it makes, yeah, so especially when you have a rejected soul, basically, trying to have a relationship with other rejected souls who don't know who they are, you have yourself a problem, don't you? There's nothing wrong with having relationships, not at all, but when nobody knows each other, it does make life a little bit more difficult, doesn't it? You've been doing this for such a long time. Many are used to not knowing themselves when they enter in. They actually enjoy it now because they've had so many incarnations, they kind of figured it out. They also had to figure it out. That's why so many have incarnations here. So, okay, I didn't get it right that time. So they die. They come back. They remember a little bit more, not everything, but they keep coming back until they get it right, basically. Some of you is like, I don't think so. It shouldn't be like that, and it shouldn't be. But that's the way the rules of your earth. Now things are changing as you are allowed now to know more about yourself. And this is why the awakening is going to take some generations. Because the parenting here and also the mentality here of your society has to change. The parenting is one place of everyone will be accepted for who they are. That become a thing because it's not really a thing. Oh, you're accepted for who you are as long as this list, as long as you check all these, as long as you are like what we say here on our little list here. However you want to word it. You understand. When they're having very difficulties finding themselves. And it might take until you're 40, 30, 80 years old to finally make peace with yourself. And this is why so many have difficulties coming into this world. That's why you have alcohol, which is really has no need on your planet. Alcohol, there's not really. For recreation, for intoxication, many you drink alcohol just so they can forget they're ever born on this planet. Your entertainment's another way of form of alcohol, but it's another way. It's also entertainment is interesting because it's different. Yes, you get programmed, but also those that are singing this music you knew most likely in another incarnation. So it's like, oh, I know you, so of course I'm going to connect with you. No matter what kind of message you're giving, whatever message you're giving me, I just I love who you are. So, and a lot of these souls that are famous here have been famous in other realities. So that's another reason. It's like, oh, in Palladian worlds I was famous, Sirian worlds I was famous. Oh, now I'm on Earth, I'm famous here. Oh, by the way, I'm here to make life more difficult for you, but either way, enjoy it. But even with the music, some are programmed, some are not. It doesn't always work with everybody, but it does give you an idea of how to think, how to be. It doesn't work with everybody, but some it does, of course. The reality of your society is you to open yourselves up, open your realities up to accept everyone for who they are. It's already happening, but still a struggle here, as you can see. It will get easier throughout the generations, but not to say in your generation will not get better. It will. But many here are having difficulties seeing the spirit world, seeing their alien world. Your aliens are firmly here, waiting for you humans to wake up. But they are sending you messages here and there to assist you. They do assist you in your daily life. You have aliens around you all the time, assisting with your daily life. And some are wondering where they are, looking in the sky. And some of them do get a humor out of that. Hey, they're looking up there, but we're right here, right next to you. Even the aliens are pointing up there. Hey, look, we're over there, but we're actually right here. Eventually, humanity will realize that. In time, yes, this has to slowly bake into your society. It has to slowly get used to that type of thinking. But yes, our message, our message, is before you go out into a relationship, maybe you ought to learn who you are first. Are you accepting yourself? Self-love is accepting yourself. Your looks, your personality. Can you be alone with yourself and enjoy yourself? Have a good time with your personality? Then having someone else be a part of that is much easier. Many don't have that. They have to be with someone. They can't be alone. If they're alone, are you connecting to yourself? Most likely not. For the most masses, they don't know how to do it. They never heard of that. So what is that? What is seeing my soul, my astral self, my star friends? What is all that? It is not that hard, but many are in a disbelief system that none of it is real. but it's all real. But it's for you to make that rule. If you don't want to, that's fine. But it doesn't make us go away. We're still here. Just because you don't believe it doesn't make your angels like, oh, they don't believe in me. I'm just going to leave them. Your guides still stay with you. You don't believe in them, and they stick with you. And it's funny, if you don't believe in your guides, you're always connected to them every day. Every day, every second of your life. They're always giving you intuition messages to help you guide you through your life. And yet, do you even recognize that they are even there? Most likely not. But when you do recognize that they are there, you'd be surprised how, yes, life might not always be the easiest, but you're understanding why it's uneasy. You start to understand things better. And that way, you're going to become less angry, less aggravated with those around you, and find some peace. Because right now, there's a lot of toxic energies within conversations of humans because a lot of negativity is being bounced around. Because I'm angry about this, I'm angry about that. How about I'm happy about this, I'm happy about that? Bounce that around. Bounce a joy around instead of anger around. Right now, society has a lot of controversies going on within itself. More to come, especially when more of the angels start appearing on your planet. In time, we're not going away. We are just yet, well, we're not really getting started, been started for some time, but our presence will increase itself greatly. And you will know your higher self when the time is right. It's letting go of the old. Many have a lot of difficulties with letting go of that old negative self. But one day you will. Blessings. All right. All right, we'll leave it with that. So, yeah, it's kind of a short night, so that's okay. All right, blessings, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll be back tomorrow night. All right, take care.